is it?
Do you guys not hear other voices?
Oh, I hear music from down the street.
I hear that too.
Okay.
It's not coming from here.
I think we're good.
Do we need to unmute?
Hmm?
Do we unmute restream? No, you're picking me up.
We should be good. Are you talking? Hey, or can you?
I can. I can.
Oh, you're gonna restream. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. We'll start. Put it back on. I don't know why. I feel better with it.
Comfort hood.
Well, hello, and welcome to issue 717 of Fuck Me Radio, Deacon City Radio. I am your really exhausted host, Aaron.
I'm your other frustrated host, Beanarita.
I'm just your other host, Cable Hashani.
I was just saying you guys were shaking, but I know everyone's shaking.
As we started to cover, it's been a week. It's Tuesday Lemon, and we're just trying to once again relearn how to tech.
You know what? It sounded really good when we were all remote.
I know. You know what? Fuck it. Get out. Everybody get out. We'll figure it out.
Yes.
Or I don't know. I don't even know what alternative it is. I'm not gonna die crying. So there's like 6 degrees.
Came close to doing that. Don't recommend it.
No.
Yeah. No, we don't want that. Nobody wants that.
You just get 3 different rooms in your house.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that.
I do have multiple rooms.
I know you do.
There's so many places in this house, you guys. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Norm, let us know if you hear an echo, because for some reason we can't even chance headphones right now, because that makes sense. Yeah, how's everybody? I'm just so fucking tired.
So between our last broadcast and today's broadcast, there was a major national holiday. Then an entire weekend of gluttonous consumerism, or maybe less. As long as it's the room echo, Norm, that's fine. We're listening more for
Like literally multiple
like
loops of the same audio.
yeah, like room echo is fine.
Well,
Yeah.
it's fine enough.
Yeah,
I'm not going to push it right now.
It's what we have.
Yep. So
I literally have the worst acoustic space in the house for sure.
Black Friday came and went. Some more savvy Instagrammers and YouTuber or TikTokers pointed out that the sales at a lot of big box retailers were not actual sales, which is great.
Yep.
What are some examples of that?
Did you not see any of these videos where people were going up to the signs in Target where it says Black Friday sale and it says $330 for this TV, and they move the sign aside to reveal the sale sign
retail
behind it that says
$330.
$330 on sale. It's like they did nothing.
No,
They did nothing.
I have my phone has been not working for a long time,
Mhm.
and I finally managed to get a hold of someone at the phone insurance place and explain to them what was wrong. They sent me a new phone, and I haven't logged back into everything yet. Sometimes because I can't remember how or the password or whatever like magic incantation I need to get back into that particular app. TikTok is one of those, and I might just not, because I know that I have over 100 TikToks waiting for me, and I might just metaphorically walk into the TikTok ocean.
See, I don't even know what that means that you have 100 TikToks waiting for you, because I don't have a TikTok.
It means she's friends with certain people.
That doesn't.
Everyone
That's
else has
answering the
time
question,
to.
right?
It's the same thing as like when you send me a video on Instagram, it goes into a little inbox.
Oh,
right? Like,
you have 100 unread messages on TikTok.
Yes,
Got it.
yes.
That makes sense.
I love that explaining it to you like it's email is now like an older version way of explaining something.
I am old.
No,
I do not have a TikTok.
I don't even mean that in a you're old way. I just mean like it's an old technology way to explain something for anyone who's not familiar with the new technology. Could be that's strictly an old people thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Technology changes fast.
Yes.
For
so
once,
does
I'm not
language.
making fun of your age, Cable. Just take the win.
Okay. For once. For once. I like how that was put.
Yeah.
So. And then.
Well, little dirty secret. The years that I worked at Walmart, that was in like they had a thing. I don't know if it's even called that anymore, but it was like price bust, whatever it used to be.
Doorbuster.
Well, that's the Black Friday thing.
Oh,
I remember
okay.
those. No, it was like on just weekly, like, here's our whatever. So I'm sure it's this with every retailer, especially Walmart. Their dirty little secret, they plan these out. So like 3 months before something's gonna go on a massive sale, they jack it up
Mhm.
by
I knew
like
you were gonna say that.
30%. When they don't do that, they just jack up the price of a similar item.
Yeah.
Based on sales and stuff.
Oh, so
So like they'll lower the price of like whatever. They'll lower the price of like Tide detergent. But they won't lower the like it's they find a way that it balances out. It's all a scam. All of it. There was only one time there were legit doorbusters in all of my years in retail. And it was a couple years that I worked for Tefal. One of them being because my first Black Friday at Tefal, the district manager, the retail manager, had some certain things. If you know, you know. He had found some like way to get Groupon to cover. This was back when Groupon was trying really hard to get people to use their services.
Uh-huh.
So he got Groupon to help make a purchase that Tefal made. I think it was for Dynamite. Whoever did the Dark Tower comic book adaptation.
Okay.
I think it was Dynamite. They didn't sell all that great. Maybe because they weren't that good. But also, as a rule, people who read Stephen King, since there's never really been a good comic adaptation of his stuff, they don't think to go look for it. And if you can believe it, comic advertising was even worse then. So, like, why the hell would you advertise the Dark Tower graphic novel in a place where actual prose readers would see it?
Sure.
Long as say that Dynamite had a fuck ton of like the first 3 trade hardcover, like Jay Lee art to the Dark Tower series.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Andrew was able to buy a palette of this series. Oh, I said his name. Oh well, okay.
Anyway.
Maybe I'll believe it, maybe I won't. They were able to buy a palette of I think 5 feet high of cases for $100.
Using Groupon.
I don't know how we did it. So we had doorbusters were literally going 1 through 3 of the Dark Tower together for $1. And it still made like a 400% profit. Because that shit was gone.
Crazy.
Yeah, we knew people were going to film. We didn't care. It was. That was the only time I was like, damn.
I mean, did you make other sales?
Oh,
For the benefit of that deal?
oh yeah, no. Tefal, I don't know what it's like now, but when I was there, Black Friday was actually kind of fun. Because they let us do well initially. They were like they had these bullshit sales metrics too, but they also let us just have fun. So like every manager was giving carte blanche to like drop $200 on donuts and coffee, and people just hung out. You know, it was never as fun as free comic book day.
No.
That was super busy, but it was legit fun. And always made more money than Black Friday. Like free comic book day, I don't know what it's like now. That was the big money maker for comic book shops. Crazy sales.
I think Free Comic Book Day.
No, I still have these on.
I don't know. One of the issues with Free Comic Book Day, regardless of when it was successful and when it wasn't,
Right.
still came down to a lack of understanding from our client base that Free Comic Book Day was not free for retailers.
Mm-hmm.
They pay for it.
Yeah, I always felt like customers caught that on pretty well. Maybe just you had different people coming in.
Maybe.
I feel like in all the years I've known you, you've only ever not been annoyed at Free Comic Book Day, but like you always focus on like reminding people, don't forget to buy something because it does cost money to run Free Comic Book Day.
I love Free Comic Book Day. I was never annoyed by it, but I would let people know, like,
Right, no, I'm not saying you're annoyed by Free Comic Book Day, but maybe like annoyed by the people who have come to frequent Free Comic Book Day, and it seems like too many people just show up for the free stuff and don't help support those small businesses.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if that's how I sounded, it wasn't what I meant. Now, there are people that take too much. That's why most shops have a limit. Like, I don't even have now. And also, like, don't be a dick. Like, you're not going to read this, like, elementary school, or maybe you are, but middle reader, like, comic book. It's clearly, you're 50 years old, and you're still butthurt that Captain Marvel's no longer a dude. Like, why are you buying Ollie the Pirate from Top Shelf or whatever? Like, you are picking it up. Let the kids get out of it, all right? Sure. Knock it off. And also, you could read in the same shitty comic. DC Marvel also don't launch events on Free Comic Book Day with like issue 0. Stop it. Stop with events. This is where you go, like small businesses, you should have supported them if you're doing Black Friday stuff.
Well, I think a lot of people did.
Yeah.
That was my point about people on social media pointing out that capitalism is still a con that it has always been. How long did we have to go before I
Not very. Somebody should, because I actually did the most capitalism of any Black Friday ever before, and I didn't grow up with Black Friday. It's not a thing that I am particularly positive about conceptually. There's usually two things that I always do on Black Friday, and it's get up early, buy tickets to George Festival of the Dark Arts.
Oh yeah, that's not shopping. That's a religious experience.
That is our annual pilgrimage.
Yeah,
it is.
Yes.
It is the closest thing to a religion I have at this point.
I'm already dressing up.
And renew my subscription for an app called Plan to Eat that I'm sure I've told you guys about because it is a literal lifesaver.
Did you post photos or screenshots of it when you were planning out your Thanksgiving Day meal?
No, I just did that on a Google spreadsheet.
Oh, okay.
Because there is a planner on Plan to Eat, like you can basically build a calendar of all your meals, but it only breaks it down by breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks and notes. And so for like one really big meal with multiple elements on one day, it's not great for that. So I had to just do it the old-fashioned way.
Plan to Eat, it's called.
Plan to Eat. Yeah, if you struggle with the insurmountable task that it is planning, shopping for, and cooking meals every goddamn day of your life, or very nearly that, I super duper recommend it. This is like literally a free plug. Actually, I have referral codes if this is of interest to people. I would absolutely give you one. It gives you a discount. It saves your recipes. You can put them in manually or literally put the URL from the website, and you don't have to care about Becky's ski trip. You can just do recipe. It like literally extracts the only information you want, and then you move on with your life. And then you plug the recipes you want into your schedule, and then you go to the shopping list and you click what days you want to shop for, and it'll read those recipes and give you a shopping list. And it's still in beta, so it's not great, but you can export that directly to your like Kroger type grocery stores, the big ones. Sorry, I can go to Sheridan's from it, but that's where most of us have to shop anyway, right? So I can like basically go from deciding what to eat to picking up my groceries, sort of all in one big thing.
Yeah.
And like I don't have to forget. Or I don't know about, oh shit, I forgot the ginger that I need for this one thing. I would just be eating like bread and cheese every other day.
The bread and cheese is so
I
good.
know. But I have other people I need to feed too, so it's not just about me and my wants.
Pretty sure Kirsten would just eat bread and cheese all day too.
That's true, but
So would the dog. It would end well.
But I guess I care more about making sure he gets a nutritious, balanced diet than if it were just me. About my balanced diet.
Oh.
Well, no, that's not true because when I live alone, I'm usually like a meat and vegetables kind of cook. So, but like, I can just randomly be like, all right, I'm buying this one meat and I'm buying these vegetables and I'm going to do a cook and then I'll think about this again in 3 days. And when you feed other people, or when I feed other people, I put way more investment into the responsibility.
I get that. That's me as well. Yeah.
But it's a daunting task every single week that I have to deal with. And Plan to Eat helps me. It helps make it easier. This is such a commercial.
It is.
I know.
It doesn't even pay me.
We have a commercial coming up.
I know.
Okay.
This is I didn't know it was going to be this good. I'm sorry.
I don't know what's going on anymore. Side note, when you told Norm to get out, apparently Twitch found that as a massive insult, and I had to approve it.
Yes, yeah. It's like moderators are going to look at your comments.
I do have it on the highest setting ever since we had the Oakley incident. The little Oakley incident.
I think that's fair.
You know, when we had the bot that turned out to be a Nazi, that was fun.
Fun's a word.
Yeah. I did buy like a thing, I guess technically as a Black Friday purchase, but somebody heard me talking about this, but I've been like researching it for months about getting an electric assisted bike.
Mm-hmm.
And they did, I've been following them for months and knowing the retail price, whether it's, it doesn't matter, but I bought one on Friday. That was my thing. And I did save like $400.
Great.
Which, yeah, no, it'll be great. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah. None of that Plan to Eat stuff was the point. I was like, normally those are the only 2 things I get. I got several other things this year because the discounts were so good, or at least they make it seem like they were that good. And I'm still feeling kind of guilty about it because I didn't technically need almost any of that stuff.
I think we are still at the point where you can stop feeling guilty about the things that you're purchasing because
Late-stage capitalism?
Late-stage capitalism.
Well, I can be aware of that on an academic level, but it's not going to stop me from feeling bad.
Sure. That's what your friends are here to help remind you. It's like, don't feel bad for that.
Oh, I thought you were here to remind her you should feel bad. I wasn't sure how that was going
No,
on.
I mean-
No, I save that for complete strangers.
I did buy 2 other things, but just because I was in the mood to watch all the Ghostbusters movies. I didn't have, I had Ghostbusters Answer the Call. I refused to call it the girl Ghostbusters because I feel like that, I don't know.
I just call it Ghostbusters.
I thought Ghostbusters Answer the Call was the new one with the kids.
No, that's Afterlife. Answer the Call is the technical Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Answer the Call is its actual thing.
Was it always called
Yeah.
Yeah.
that? Okay.
So I had the director's cut for a long time, and I realized there were jokes that I liked in the theatrical that they're not there, or bits that lasted too long. So I just bought the theatrical cut, and then I was like, I don't want Afterlife. So they were both on sale, so I bought both of those.
Great.
So literally yesterday at like 10 a.m., I was like, fuck it, it's a Ghostbusters day, and I started with the 84. Just made it through. In between Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2, I threw in some of the real Ghostbusters I have on my bootleg DVD because I still haven't found a decent copy of it. So I watched the one with Cthulhu, who's responsible for every major desert.
Yep.
And every time what is it? When Egon says Cthulhu, I think it's he's like, fun to see these. The one with how do you forever was Sam, and the terrifying one with the boogeyman.
Oh yeah.
And then I watched Ghostbusters 2, and then I actually watched an episode of the Extreme Ghostbusters, which I didn't hate.
It was a good
It
show.
was totally fine.
Um,
If the internet had been around, they complained about it being woke because it has like a chick, a black guy, and a dude in a wheelchair.
it doesn't just have a chick. It has one of the first early iterations of the hot goth on the team that we started seeing in cartoons
Mhm.
starting in the early 90s.
And a really good, vastly underrated IW Ghostbusters series. She became a Ghostbuster because she started working for Ray at Ray's cult.
Yep.
And she wouldn't leave him alone, so he's like, fine, you can be a Ghostbuster. So that's canonically how.
Go talk to my friend Egon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then I watched Answer the Call, which in my mind, there were so many things I wanted to do with it. Not story wise, but I think the villain's kind of weak.
Sure.
I either wanted to be like a parallel dimension and acknowledge the other site, but and then Afterlife, which is fun, and I know it's not the massive nostalgia bomb, but that's okay.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's good. It's fun.
I'm sure I will.
It's fun. When I watched it yesterday, this doesn't shock me now that the first time I saw it, I was just like, this is so cool. Like all I do is like when I hear the just the echo, just the pack turning on.
Mhm.
I think it's that fucking siren I go on. I get excited, so excited. But when I watched it yesterday, I found myself analyzing Paul Rudd's performance.
Mhm.
And spoilers, he's the new Keymaster at the end.
Mm.
That motherfucker is channeling Rick Moranis so much at the end. The space out look in his eye,
Huh.
you know, just the like I was like, you did this on purpose. Like you are just playing Rick Moranis now at the end of the movie. Yeah, it's fun. I like it. You know.
I'll have to get around to watching
It's got
it.
the old Shandor. It actually works as an actual sequel to the first one. It just happens to be 40 years later.
Great.
Yeah. Because then they're doing the Frozen one. I'm excited about that.
I also did a modicum of shopping. Largely, I bought things that we'll be using for the show,
Me too.
like the swing arm, the microphone.
Mm.
I wanted to get an additional camera because there's nothing wrong with the camera on this laptop, but I want the freedom. And Merrick has a great camera for her computer, but it is missing a couple features, and she's been looking at other things. I'm like, great. How about I spend the money and buy that for you? And I
Inherits. Mhm.
we're also doing the same thing with her Fitbit. She's like, it's great. I would like this, this, and this. I'm like, cool. Here's the one that you want. When it comes in, I'm fine with hand-me-down.
It's like I was telling you
technology.
earlier, trickle down electronics.
Yes, but I'm a great person for that. It's like, it's great. I don't need the bells and whistles.
Mm,
There are things that she needs the bells and whistles for.
Like she makes a living with a camera.
Yes.
right. Yeah.
Very
It's an
specific.
investment.
Yeah, very specifically, it's the fact that it doesn't turn this way. It only rotates up and down,
Mm,
and didn't turn
that
side to
feels
side.
important.
Yeah, so I'm like, cool. I don't care.
I found an app that will take my phone and connect it to my laptop.
Mhm.
And that's working handy, except I do wish I had my phone.
See, that is the drawback to this bit. But
It is
I
a great
get it.
camera, though.
Right.
Great. So yeah, that was. Oh, and toothbrush heads for my electric toothbrush. Like everything that I bought was just like, oh no, this is just all practical shit that we need.
Yeah, that was
I mean, technically, all the things I bought were practical too.
Yeah, then that's great. That's also what Merrick uses Black Friday for. She's like, hair stuff, this stuff, this stuff. It's
That
like,
was one of Merrick is part of the reason I did more Black Friday than usual. Thanks, Merrick.
because you get all of that stuff and then you're loaded up for at
Mhm.
least 6 months.
Yeah.
that's true.
November's a great day, a great time of year to stock up on stuff. It's, because a lot of people start early nowadays. So.
That is the secret to it. It's like you have to not just plan around, oh, this is going to be when I go out and buy gifts. It's like get shit that you need and budget that in throughout the year so that you can just have that in the budget and then still spend whatever you're going to spend on gifts. But definitely hit small businesses. Yeah?
Just don't do what Becca did when we used to live together in Lake Oswego.
What that?
She used to work at a Rite Aid there in the photo department. I don't know if it was like a glitch or a Black Friday thing, but for like a day, Rite Aid was selling like the single wrapped rolls of toilet paper. It wasn't very good toilet paper, but for like a quarter each. And I remember she came home with like a garbage bag full of toilet paper, like she was like dirt Santa, poop Santa, slung over her back. Because it was her, myself, and the person I was seeing at the time. We all lived together. Just so much toilet paper. We just had to pile it up like in a pyramid. Right outside the bathroom on the upstairs floor.
Just a stack of loose toilet paper.
Yeah. Well, not loose, but like the single rolls, like
Right, but loose in that they're not in a package.
Well, each one was packaged, but not bundled on their own.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Individually wrapped. Scott tissue usually.
Yeah.
Which is the
The worst.
I get
It's
that.
like the best of the worst.
I get that gumbo stuff now. They come in little wrap packages.
I did do
Let's
that.
talk
for a
about
while.
toilet paper.
In fact, Becca is the one who turned me on to like the delivered bamboo stuff.
That chick, like she goes her.
But if you don't pay attention and you're not due for more and they ship it to you because you didn't postpone it, next thing you know, you've got like literally a year's supply of toilet paper.
I think that's what she likes.
I don't. That's unnecessary.
I think
Also,
that-
they kept raising their prices.
I think the pandemic changed us. Everything has changed prices. Where did you go?
Where did you go?
Oop, I don't know.
You vanished.
My camera restarted. Can you guys see me or hear me?
Nope.
Well, I-
I'm sure we can probably hear you.
Yes.
Your
right.
microphone is fine.
Right. Microphone is separate.
Everything is great. Well, while she does that,
Let's take a quick break.
I was just gonna roll right into talking about it.
Yeah, just do that. Let's
We've
do
taken
that.
enough breaks. They were just
Yeah.
all ahead of time where I was just having a nervous breakdown, basically.
Yeah, because we do have important news about Asylum for the month of December.
Yes. Oh, good. You have it, everybody.
Yes.
Sometimes you forget. And I didn't have time before. Yes. Asylum. 3713 Southeast Hawthorne Boulevard. Across from the Baghdad Theater. Oh, nothing's working? Bye, Bean. Bye. You're dead, Debbie. You're dead. So yeah, we've been. She was handing it to me like, behold.
No, ignore her.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right. I can't right now. So yeah, we've talked about all the amazing stuff they have. In fact, they showed on their Facebook page a few days ago that really skinny, tall lamp that you can change its colors by like sliding it.
Yeah, I did like that lamp,
I really want that lamp.
especially since that it's designed to use if you've got white walls at home or off-white walls.
Apartment walls.
Basically, it uses it so it reflects the light back into the room. It takes up less of a footprint on your floor, which is one of those things about lamps that always bug me. It's like, I could have a lamp, but now I've lost this amount of space in this area.
Exactly. Not with this lamp. It's tall and skinny.
Mm-hmm. And designed to project against the wall and bounce that light back into the room. I do like that it's got multiple colors.
Mhm.
You can play around with that. So they are really nice.
And you can check it any day of the week now.
Yes. Well, starting December 1st.
December 1st.
December 1st, their general hours will at least be from noon till 4. They may stay open later depending on how heavy the foot traffic is.
Right.
If it's bumping, they'll just keep hanging out with you. But
Yes.
but be buying things while you're hanging out with them.
Well, yes. I also wanted to mention that from December 1st through the 7th, the first 7 days of December, they'll be offering 25% off any of the swag and pendant lighting in the store from the company Umash. I'm hoping I pronounced that. Umegi? I don't know.
I like homage.
Umage?
Yeah.
The Danish.
Yeah. It's from Denmark.
I don't know what it sounds like to say things in Denmark, so I'm just going with it. It looks like image, but with a U, so homage it is.
Somewhere.
We probably should have asked that dog.
I'm at their site right now, and it says homage.
Umage. Okay. Well, good. Then that means that Anna will not shake her hand, shake her head, or shake her fist.
She don't care. She hates the Dutch.
That's not
But
that.
these are the Danes.
She hates them too.
Yeah,
Sure.
Wait, who are the Dutch?
From the Netherlands.
from Holland.
Thank you.
Hollands are Dutch.
Okay.
Danes are from Denmark.
You know what? I know for a fact that Anno can't stand any of them. That is the charm of
Because she's
the
a
northern.
Swede.
That's the charm of the northern European countries is the racism against other white people.
So
They're so far up there that they only have each other to hate.
Yeah.
Again, much like Asia.
But we're not going to talk about how much different factions of
You'll never-
white European.
I'll never forget the time like when she was visiting. We went to a place that was like, I don't know, Finnish. And like it was great and everything, but the whole time she's laughing. And we're like, "What's so funny?" She's like, "Well, I'm just surprised they know how to do this." I'm like, what do you mean? They barely learned how knives worked.
You won't get any of that Nordic shade throwing at Asylum.
No, only
Only Nordic lights.
only positive modern minimalist vibes.
Yep.
And cool wall lights. I didn't want to pitch in while I was
I know.
away, but
That's right.
I love these kinds of lamps. They're very trendy right now. I think they're just really cool. Just a classy way to add a lot of light without, I don't know, just traditional.
No, they're
Classy.
classy.
It's classy.
It's classy.
Yes, it's classy.
Mhm.
Classy ones are very cool.
And I still want to also pick up some of the mounting bookshelves they have, like the kind of free floating bookshelves.
You haven't done it yet?
Listen, money bags.
Rude.
I have to get the car fixed again, or first time, something. Anyway, yes, check them out. They're new expanded hours. I love how Anton's like, we've been loving the commercials. I don't know if you're gonna love this one.
I don't know how they like any of them. We're terrible at this.
Yeah, and yet we're hilarious.
But again, starting this Friday, December 1st,
Mhm.
they will be open every day, not just a couple days or by appointments, from a minimum of noon to 4. So go check them out. And if you're worried that if you show up late at the last minute, they're going to give you the bum rush, probably not, because you should all be there buying it all up, and they'll stay late to do that for you.
Yeah, but don't show up like at 4 and be like, I'm gonna look around for half an hour. Like, don't be that dick. Everyone who's worked retail knows that person.
True.
It's the same person that shows up at a restaurant that closes at 9 at like 8:55 and says, "You're not closed yet," even though the cook has already cleaned the fucking kitchen.
I'm kind of both ways about that because I've worked in restaurants and have a lot of food service background, but your open hours should be how long until you let people in, and then your close. The time that you close is when you stop seating, but you know those last 10 minutes you can seat someone and
That is also inaccurate.
no.
It should be that the kitchen, that it is open till that time to allow people who have purchased food to eat within that amount of time. The kitchen should still be closed earlier than the restaurant actually closes.
I think it should be that like your closing time is when you stop seating. But then you've already allotted X amount of time. Whoops. X amount of time from the last seating until they're leaving.
I think you and I are going to be of a difference of opinion on this.
Yes.
But the one thing that we aren't in difference of opinion is don't do this to retail stores either.
Yeah.
No. They're closed when they close.
Yeah. I will say that like retail dealing with that is a lot easier than dealing with it.
Yeah, you can just call them like,
I've had people come in and they're like, yeah, we close in 5 minutes. You're like, great, you have this game? Oh yeah, it's right here. Fantastic. what about this? Yeah, that's right here too. Cool. Here's the bag of money.
Oh, that's fun. I never mind
Like, I
that.
love those people. Like,
I do that a lot.
if you want to shop like this every single time, great. You come in at 5 minutes to close and spend $100 on games. You're welcome every fucking time.
Yeah.
Every
No, I'm
time.
talking about the ones that come in 5 minutes before close. Can I find something? No.
Then those are the people that I'm like, well, we are closed. Oh, okay. And then they just depart.
The closer it is the closing time, the faster you fucking shop.
Yeah.
When I used to work at Suncoast, we had regulars that was their. I swear that was their thing.
Yeah.
That was their thing.
There are a lot of people where that's their thing. But
Yeah.
don't do that to Deb and Anton at Asylum.
I do want to be clear that I'm not the kind of person who shows up 10 minutes before closing time at a restaurant hoping to be
Oh, I
seated.
didn't think that you were. I think that you and I have a difference of opinion about operating hours for restaurants and kitchens and when things should be sat and etc.
Yes. And it's not even a conviction, it's just a thing that I think would make more sense.
Sure.
Anyway, Asylum.
Check them out.
3713 Southeast Hawthorne Boulevard, across the street from the historic Bad Tag Theater in the Hawthorne Shopping District.
And don't forget to follow them on Facebook, PDX Asylum.
And on Instagram, whatever their Instagram handle is. I think it's also PDX Asylum.
We should do that.
And yeah, December 1st, open every day.
Do it. So we brought games. I don't know if we get to play anything.
So,
It's just,
but this does lead back into shop small and shop small business. You've got one that you brought that I think that
I
you
did.
should take a look at.
I
Talk to us
don't-
about
it's
this.
called Radical Queer Witches. I got this at like just not even like commercials now. I got this at Living Empire downtown.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's actually a really cool business. There's 4 locations that I found out about. I've also done one in the airport. They're all different in terms. I mean, they carry like half of it is always the same stuff, but the other half is curated by the neighborhood and what that specific area of the community likes.
Mhm.
So the airport one is for people that are coming and going.
Yeah.
Maybe like, oh crap, I never got a bottle of whatever crap we were on my way out. They'll have it, kind of thing. That's only the airport. So I didn't even realize that this game it's weird by Pop created also. And it's a local creator. So it's funny, like after I bought this, I started seeing ads for it on TikTok constantly. And it's a local creator. This is basically if you love the idea of Cards Against Humanity,
Or apples to apples.
or Apples to Apples, which you probably should love.
It's wholesome.
They'll wrap you on it too, by the way.
I'm sure they will.
Oof. But you kind of got tired of having to like at the clearly like racist reply that
Mhm.
people pick. This one doesn't do that. It's the same idea, but it's it punches up. Is basically what I am saying.
There are a lot of games that use this model as,
Yeah.
as the mechanic of their game. There's if you like pictures, Dixit does that.
Dixit's fun, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna grab one of the topic things.
Okay.
So I'll always have a soft spot for whatever, and then I'm gonna be doing it.
Oh no!
Everything's
The wheels are falling off.
I don't care anymore. I always have a soft spot for. Just tell me when to just stop.
Stop.
And I'm gonna do this one. Sex toys. Good call.
That's funny.
Yeah. The one I was telling you guys before we started that just cracked me up. The first time I saw it was white people will solve racism by, and then the answer card I drew was bring the victim card again.
Nice.
So it's super fun. It's super wholesome. I thought maybe we could play it today, but then everything went off the rails. Also, I don't know if it's Cards Against Humanity also, but it's a minimum of 4 players, which makes sense. If you only have 3 players, 2 of them are
Yeah.
yeah.
Player counts are important with games like this.
Yeah. Anyway, it's super fun. I highly recommend it. You can find it local even better. It's cool. It's fun.
Tender Loving Empire is a good business. They've been in business for quite a while. I feel like they started doing music.
And they've been going for like 10 years.
Yes.
Yes.
And now they have their own little record label now. Too.
Yep.
Which is kind of cool. Every year on Spotify, they will put together a playlist of all the artists that are coming out that year. They'll put like one track on a playlist for them. It's good stuff, and it's almost all local creation, or at least within the Northwest. Yeah, and they sell that game. That game actually is fucking selling everywhere.
Okay, so
What's a local artist?
local artist, local game designer, all made here in Portland. This is called Glare Mushroom Cats. Mushroom Cats. Game design is by Ben Blindstrom. Art and graphics by Kayla Carlson.
Who I think did the cover for the Mercury Holiday Guide this year.
I believe they did. They're lovely people. I think we as in Guardian Games made a purchase of, I believe, between 3 stores, 400 copies of this game.
Oof.
Wow.
It is one of our best-selling games.
Yeah.
It is tiny. It is easy to carry around. The cards themselves are the size of tarot cards. They're full of artwork with cats with mushrooms. Look at that! Look at that! Mischievous boy.
I have played this a couple times. It's actually a very fun game.
I love the art. The artist, whose name you mentioned, Kayla Carlson. I did not know that was her name. I only know them by their artist name, or I think maybe that's like the publisher name that they use. Paper Puffin.
Paper Puffin is the publishing company.
And so that's a name that a lot of locals especially will probably recognize more readily. Their cat is like iconic, and her style is very like distinct. And she's collaborated with a lot of local.
I brought this one to our away mission back in March. So that's when we played this for the first time. One of the things that I want to point out, and I've actually told this to Kayla, is that you basically are trying to get matches. It's a set matching game. The top of each card tells you what it needs to be matched with in order to get points. So it's very impressive to have a game tell you on the cards how to win the game. That's a game feature that I mentioned to Kayla. This is smart. Does really well. You Tender Loving Empire, Guardian, Town Games, Fremont has it.
Howells has it. Hello from Portland. Like it is in so many stores, and it sells all of them. Sometimes you're like, oh, it's gonna go saturated. No, it's like everywhere it sells.
I think the last time I talked to Kayla, I got this impression. Bear in mind, I don't know them very well. We're not friends. Like, I really only know because of this. But they now have this look of I am an artist, and I want to continue doing following my artistic pursuits. And yet. This thing is making us so much money and keeping us employed that there is no way that we can just let it go. We have to make sure that we are constantly reproducing this, and it's always in print, so it's always available. But I want to do other things.
Sounds like they need to find a way to better automate the continuous production of the card game. So that she can then redivert. They can redivert attention back to new.
And I think that gets into you need someone who then just manages business, so that you can go back to being an artist.
It's always like such a tough little margin though for small
It
groups.
is. Are we still getting echoes?
Yeah. It seemed to start when Denise logged back in.
Is it their? Is it the phone? Is the phone also?
How about now?
It doesn't seem like it to me. Other than the room echo.
Okay.
Weird.
Sorry. Yeah. The cameras also have microphones, and it probably resets. Or I should say, I think it reset because I just had.
That makes sense. I did bring another game.
What else you got?
This is not local. It is small and cute. I don't know how. It's by a company called Keymaster. Keymaster Games makes from a graphic design standpoint some gorgeous products. But this is a game that came out this year called Chicken. It's a little round container. This is a dice cup. It comes with a little fabric mat and these little dice. It is a push your luck dice game where you are trying to roll dice so that you get chickens on your dice. And you just keep rolling until you go, okay, I've got enough chickens, I'm going to stop. Or if you roll too many of these, which are foxes, then if you roll 3 foxes, then you're out.
Oh, okay.
Who's the next person? But here's every roll you get an egg. That means you can add another dice to your pool. So you start out with 4 white dice, and then every time you roll eggs, you can add yellow dice until you're at yellow dice, and then you start adding the red dice. The red dice have double chicken. It also has twice as many fox heads. So you can go from, I've got 15 chickens to, I've got all foxes I just. And you're trying to get as many points as you can. And it's got these really fun, cutesy little player markers that you use.
Yes.
So there's like the bull, and a little windmill.
The art on these is really good. You don't tend to get art painted onto these
Meeples?
yeah. Meeples. So that's a nice little extra touch. Because I love a little wooden meeple.
You love a meeple?
Sturdy and
So I'm gonna do the thing that I did at the beginning before we started.
Oh, that's right.
yes, give us the list, Cable.
Farmer man, farmer woman, windmill, tractor, pig, ox, or poop. Which would you like?
Let's stay positive. I'll take ox.
Ox it is.
Not how I feel.
Wrong like an ox.
Wrong like ox.
And I, of course, will be the
Yes, I will be the tractor. All right. So, Denise, I'm going to hand you the dice first.
Okay.
So roll some bones. What'd you get?
2 chickens and 2 eggs.
Set those 2 chickens aside. You have 2 eggs, so those 2 eggs become 2 more yellow dice. You want to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I keep these stay here
No,
though?
you also roll those.
Okay. All the eggs.
The only things that you don't re-roll are chickens. Now what'd you get?
A blank, an egg, and 2 foxes.
Okay. So 1 more egg means you add another thing, or another die. You keep the 2 foxes.
Right.
So now here's the
We're
thing.
like breaking even, right?
If you roll these again and get a fox, you get nothing. If you stand, you get 2, and you move up 2 points on the track.
I'm going for it.
Okay.
Was there more?
No, that's it.
Well, she could bank also, right?
Yeah, you could just bank the 2. Instead,
Two more chickens and an
okay,
egg.
that's one more yellow die. So,
Okay.
so now you're up to 4 chickens and 2 foxes.
Mhm.
That means you've got 2 chances to end up with a fox or 2 foxes or 2 chickens. What do you want to do? Do you want to bank your 4 and pass the die?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm gonna quit while I'm
So
ahead.
you have moved to 4 points. Now all of those die go to Aron. So you actually start out with even more dice than you normally would.
Woo!
How come I start off with more?
Because they've already been added to the dice pool. If you bust, they all go back down to just the white dice.
Who does that?
Let me see if I can find us something to serve as a dice
Sure,
tray.
sure.
We don't usually own a
So I got.
I think the folks at home can't watch this, but they can at least hear us roll dice.
I got 2 foxes, but
Oh,
I got 6 chickens.
you got 6 chickens?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to stand where you are? Actually, you have to. You don't get any additional die.
I can use my Tarot de Toro box cover.
I've got fox too.
Well, then what did I get up for?
I don't know. I didn't know that's what you were doing. So I can't do any more.
You actually can't roll anymore. So you
I have
you get 6 chickens. All right. Now I roll.
You get all.
I get all the dice. Now, here's the funny thing about dice games. I love dice games. I absolutely love them. I roll a shit for dice. This is why Star Trek Attack String is so frustrating for me because I love that game. I love putting together ships. I love flying them around the board. I can't roll to win a fucking game at all. Case in point, I just rolled 3 foxes.
3 or 2?
3.
So you're out.
I'm out.
That means all the yellow go back to the pool. And now you get white dice. But now it's your I get nothing.
Wait, how many chickens do you have?
4.
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Making sure I'm still in the lead.
For now. All right. Yep. This is one of those games that if you can find this, pick it up. It is perfect. It's one of those perfect travel games. It has very small. Did you just get a fox?
I just wanted to show it to everyone. I did a bad job though because I couldn't see my own feed. I got 3 chickens and a fox.
Okay.
So are you? Oh, you're done. You don't get any more dice because
Because of
there's
no
no
eggs.
So
Right.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So you're now at 7.
I'm sure you explained that earlier, but I don't retain things like that. So
Would you roll?
Live it.
2 foxes, a chicken, and the blank.
The blank you can re-roll. You just don't get any more dice to roll.
So I re-roll.
Yes.
Chicken.
Okay, so 2 chickens.
No egg.
No eggs. I got 2 foxes and 2 eggs. I'm not kidding. Like when I say I'm shit for rolling dice.
I wonder what would happen if you and Ryan role play together. Like, would it be 2 negatives back and right, or would it be like putting Serum of Annihilation in a bag of holding?
Oh, good lord. It would be that. And I got 2 more eggs. So now I've got 6 dice to roll nothing but foxes. I'm going to roll nothing but foxes. Yep, I rolled a fox. So I again gain nothing. I'm not doing this for comedic effect. I don't know why. I just can't roll dice.
Wow.
And I love dice.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
So it goes back to the 4 whites.
Yeah. Like if someone busts by getting 3 foxes, then it takes away
that's right.
it dumps. The ones that you want to get are these red dice because they have double chickens.
Hey, but your chapter hasn't moved at all. I just realized.
I know.
Aw. I also was noticing that the little cloth game board.
Yep.
Very reminiscent of one of our favorite games, Illimath.
Illimath. I am better at Illimath than I am at.
I got one chicken and one egg and 2 blanks.
Okay, you get one more die.
And
So
then I give
re-roll.
everything to the chicken, right?
Yeah, re-roll everything but the chicken.
Everything but the chicken is the name of my improv troupe. 2 more chickens, 2 more eggs.
All right.
Man, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
3 more chickens, 1 fox. And that's the end of it for me, right?
Yeah, so
That's
you
1, 2,
gained
3,
6 chickens.
6 chickens.
Damn.
That puts you at lucky
Who's
13.
it now?
Don't forget that one.
Oh, but see, but now you get to start with all these extras.
That's right.
Just over here leading the way, blazing the trail for you.
So I've got 3 chickens, no, 4 chickens, an egg, and a blank, and 2 blanks.
Okay, get one more die.
Oh.
Since it is the holidays,
Yeah.
this might be a good time to point out that so everyone in the live chat is noticing our audio quality issues. I feel like this would be a good time to talk about maybe doing some fundraising to help with our audio video setup.
Sure.
Give us money, friends.
Let's plan that out better.
Yeah.
No, that is the thing that I've been considering. It's
By the
just-
way, 3 more chickens
Oh my God.
and a blank.
Okay.
A blank.
Okay. Chicken?
Yep.
So how many chickens?
All chickens.
All chickens, baby.
Oh,
7 chickens.
Jesus, I think he's cheating.
How was one of those a fox then?
No. I didn't get any foxes.
Then you would have had 8 chickens because that's 8 die.
Oh, 8 then, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, you're now in the lead at 16.
The pollo was strong this meeting. Which reminds me,
El pollo fuerte.
I have been getting a lot of ads to start my own El Pollo Loco franchise. I'm not opening a restaurant, but I could go for some El Pollo Loco right now.
I know, but we don't have El pollo loco here yet. If you don't open up your own franchise,
You
Sounds
know,
like what, El Norte?
Pollo Norte.
that happens to me every
Speaking
single
of
time I
slices.
think about, oh, we don't have this. So here's the deal. I got 2 foxes. I got 1 chicken. I got 3 eggs, which means I'm putting in 3 red and re-rolling this entire box.
Oh, shit. But you can bank though, right?
Wait, why do you get to re-roll your foxes?
I don't. My foxes are there.
Oh, you've already pulled them out.
But wait, really quick before you roll. You're able to bank and stop, right?
I can. I can just take this and get 1 chicken.
I know, I'm just, okay.
But
There's still time for him to come up from behind though, so he's gonna go for it.
yeah,
What's he got to lose? He's literally at start still.
yep. Yeah. The other thing is, if I don't do this, then I'm handing
I know.
11 dice to roll.
Mm,
I did get a fox, so it doesn't matter.
3 foxes is bust.
Yep, 3 foxes is bust, which I'm going to try and bust before. And like, if I don't get anything, then I don't want to hand over a box of
Yeah, I get it.
10 to 11 to 12.
Being
That-
first in this game sucks.
Being what?
Going first.
Going last isn't doing me a lot of favors either.
Right, but that's because you've had dice luck.
Yeah, sure.
3 chickens and an egg.
What? This and an egg. Okay, there you go. This isn't something that you have to answer today, but something you can think about. What are some games that you like playing around the table when you're getting together with family?
No, 1 more chicken and a
4
fox.
chickens.
Mm-hmm. And a
1,
fox.
2, 3, 4. All right.
We're not gonna keep that lead. Unless you watch it away. Yeah, I heard it. I also heard it when you said it.
Yep.
What was that?
Just play.
Just that busting makes us feel good.
Busted?
Busted.
Bus.
Yeah.
I said I would be bust right away.
And then I giggled at that like I was a
Oh,
13-year-old
Okay.
And I heard it. I also heard it when you said something very similar. But I didn't say anything.
I want to point out that I've been behaving the whole time, mainly because I'm too stressed for innuendos.
in your end.
Boo.
Get out.
4 chickens and an egg.
All right. Take out your chickens. Here's your additional die. But yeah, folks, feel free to let us know what your names of choice are.
One more chicken
I don't know.
and an egg.
And another egg. All right.
I do want to point out these are great, like stocking stuffer type
Yeah.
games.
Jesus. 2 eggs.
All right.
Oh, statistically, I can bust out from this.
Yes. Yes, you can.
I did not.
No, I see chickens over there.
4 chickens and a blank.
I'm going to peel back this a little more.
By the way, this was. I got a double-headed chicken.
You got a double-headed chicken?
Mhm.
Okay, so how
There's a
many chickens?
double-headed chicken?
Yeah, that's why you want the red dot.
Right, you did say that.
Yeah.
I totally don't retain things.
I know.
So I still have a blank, but I got to re-roll this one really quick.
Or you can bank it and how many foxes have you rolled?
None. That's what I mean. I have
None?
nothing to risk.
Yeah.
He's cheating.
Chicken. Not cheating.
All right. So
But I do have the DM's touch though.
here's the thing. To peel back the curtain, like once a month,
That's-
we all get together and play Usagi Yojimbo, the role-playing game, which is Powered by the Apocalypse, uses E6s. This motherfucker, when he rolls
That
That doesn't count as yours.
10, by the way.
10,
I think you just won.
you did.
Yes! Stop telling the more stories about how I'm really good at rolling.
So whenever he rolls, with Powered by the Apocalypse, if you roll doubles, you roll again, and those just start stacking on top of each other and causes an event. Which basically means for the DM just goes, what really cool thing did you just pull off? The table is yours. And you let your player make up the most ludicrous thing you can think of because it just came true because they just did it.
The look Denise is giving me, I don't know if it's because if I was looking at her as she's applying something,
Yeah.
or if she's giving me the "you son of a bitch, how do you do this?"
It can be both.
Well, because I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I feel like you're the only one who ever rolls doubles, and I don't think we've ever checked to make sure he's not using loaded
That's
dice.
not true. I haven't checked to see if he's using loaded dice, or if any of you. I have given him my own dice.
Yeah.
And he has rolled.
I have rolled doubles with tables dice.
Yep.
I think it's very convenient that the gambler character is always rolling doubles.
Yeah. He's not the only person that's rolled doubles. Justin has also rolled doubles. I feel Alex has rolled doubles. You have not.
I also have terrible dice luck.
Yes. Yeah.
Not as bad as yours, apparently. but
No, not nearly as bad.
This
as
is just beginner's luck. And
Yes.
it wasn't that much luck because I didn't win.
mine. But you got up to 17.
Not that much luck. I didn't win.
But yeah, like every session, like you're gonna have to roll doubles in order to make this happen. You mean like I just did? Fuck.
You know what this means though is tomorrow I'm gonna just suck at it.
Oh, because we said it out loud.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
scared.
Yeah. You've
Possibly.
tempted me
It's
on
gonna go back
many
and
times. It's a good thing I may not potentially die this week. The character, not me. I feel fine.
Well, we've set it up that way that
Thanks for
your,
clarifying.
your characters can die. We're not playing a game where you have threat of death.
Oh, that just meant because he was that movie was so cool.
No.
No.
I still, while that is true, when he did roll poorly, it was in a very important juncture where he was making fashion decisions, and Ibuki is dressed like a blind peacock.
That's the thing with me because I'm in a Wilding on the Witchlight game, and part of that, the whole premise is that your characters, when they were kids, stuck into the Witchlight Carnival,
Mhm.
and when that happens, something is taken from you.
Mhm.
And it's not like your family. It's always like something that seems inconsequential, and it's random. You don't pick. Like
Your shadow.
You're in love with the color blue.
well, part of it's like your inability to like laugh anymore correctly. But my
That's not
character,
small at all.
my character in Wild Beyond the Witchlight lost his fashion sense. That's what he lost.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I am playing a tiefling barbarian, and I have decided that the way he dresses, by the way, he thinks he looks fantastic.
Yeah.
That's also part of the bit. You think you look great. I sent a picture to the gaming group of what I think he looks like. And I was like, I look like grandma era Steven Tyler dresses. Like the way Steven Tyler dresses on stage. That's how my character, my barbarian dresses. And then when he rages, he's a wild barbarian. So in my head, he rages like a magical girl. He even attaches tassels to his great axe, so when he spins and rages, everything just flies around.
That's hilarious. I love that. Well,
That was fun. And I kind of cheered up a little bit.
Yay!
Good.
You did it.
Now I want to eat.
yes, you should probably eat.
Next week we're going to be talking about the show, the Phantasma.
We
The
will have recently watched
Fantasy Insanity
Yes.
at the Clinton Street Theater.
3 movies and a live show.
Mm-hmm. Turntables and a microphone.
Yeah,
Where it's at.
Yes, that wasn't close enough.
I felt actually like you were going for a community 6 seasons in a movie joke.
I wasn't, but that is a closer.
Yeah,
vibe.
that felt closer. But yeah, the Elfmans will be in town in Portland this Friday at Clinton Street Theater. Show starts at 5 p.m. ends sometime after 11. 6 hours. We're going to be in the Clinton Street Theater for 6 hours.
I have to work the next day. y'all.
Yeah.
And
Early.
I won't get to start at 5 because I work later than that. But I will be there. I bought my tickets, and I'll just meet you there.
So we need to save you a seat, is what you're saying.
I guess so.
Okay.
That's not how I meant it, but now that you've brought it up, yeah, man.
Otherwise, you're going to be in the back of the room by your lonesome. We have to figure out where we're going to
The
sit.
alternative is being able
Wow.
to do it all night.
I
Pretty fucking sweet what that is.
Did I tell you I'm bringing Hellfree?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm super excited about that.
Yeah.
You know what I just realized? I haven't bought tickets yet. My brain thought I had. I'm gonna double check as soon as we log off here.
Oh yeah, do that.
Shit. But also next week will be our last show of the year.
What?
Wait,
He's kidding. Look at his face. He's kidding. No, we're gonna do like the cool podcast kids do and take a little holiday
take an
break.
actual winter break. 'Cause everything's hectic. Yeah, I mean, like I said, at the time, Cable works customer service. I'm public facing. Niece basically is running 2 households
Mhm.
during the holidays, so we're taking a winter break.
But we did want to at least give one more show and give follow up to the interview that we did last week, and by actually seeing the show and talking about what we've seen.
Yeah. So thanks everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry for the chaotic opening.
We would promise to have it be better next time, but who knows what else is going to happen? The universe is conspiring against us.
I just don't understand.
2024 is an election year. All bets are off.
Move.
Let's just move, y'all.
Where?
Ireland?
No.
People be hate criming.
Oh. New Zealand?
Everyone's moving to New Zealand.
I like New Zealand.
I know. So does everyone else.
Don't forget all the things that want to murder you in New Zealand.
That's
Most of
Australia.
those are Australia.
New Zealand is also pretty heavy on the murder wilderness.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
That's fine. Don't go in the wilderness.
I mean, I already don't, but
Yeah.
I'll go in the wilderness. I like the
the
things.
spiders are the size of your dog, and they come into your
Not in
house.
New Zealand.
It's not. These are not exclusively Australian problems.
I found out recently that there's a spider that is like yay big that lives in the rainforests in South America that this naturalist was like, yeah, we're out here, we're looking for this thing, but these are things that you should know about. And then like just offhand gestures at the plant, and then you realize, oh, that's a fucking spider. Why are you right next to a fucking spider that's like larger than a tarantula? And he's just like, these are all over. Like we see 4 of these a day.
Are those ones that they aren't aggressive? Unless
They're
you
not.
like, you literally have to like smack them.
Yeah,
I know like
he-
warning ones.
It's like he pet them, and they're like, hi. It's like they're just everywhere. They're not going to kill you. They're not human aggressive. They're not. Their venom is not deadly to people.
They're just there.
But you need to be aware that they're fucking everywhere.
So I just sent you guys a link for like my nightmare spider that I thought is what you were going to bring up. I only know the name.
Jerusalem cricket?
Yeah, which I did not know that's what they were called. I only know them by their name in Spanish, which is cara de niño,
Mm-hmm.
child's face, because it's so fucking big. You can see its fucking face.
Yeah.
But it's so smaller, I guess. So child's face as opposed to people face. They're fucking nightmare fuel.
They are everywhere where I grew up.
In California.
Yep.
They are.
I do not believe they're no. I don't think they're. Well, they're clearly not indigenous to Jerusalem because they have a Spanish name.
Well,
They-
but Mexican Spanish.
They're
I know
also
they're called in other parts of the
they're
world.
not venomous.
I don't care. Look at it.
No, they're just freaky.
Keep it
I
away.
don't- how these things look are not the immediate things that deter me. Whether or not something that small can kill me with a bite is the thing that makes me go, nope. Like I don't want to be anywhere near a brown recluse.
Sure.
They are aggressive.
Yeah, black widows I had brought home before.
Because they're not going to hurt you. You're just like, you're fine.
Oh, they will fucking bite you.
Oh yeah.
But
Well, why then?
so I used to bring bugs home all the time. I get it from my dad, who brought wildlife home all the time.
I hear about your family, man. Like, I want there to be like a Hashitani version of like Schitt's Creek,
Oh, good lord!
but it's because I like you've said something about your dad before, but all of a sudden like he used to bring home wildlife. Like
He brought home a squirrel after going camping. It shredded my grandmother's curtains.
I think a lot of people do that though.
brought
Bring
home
home
snakes.
squirrels,
He brought home
raccoons.
spiders. Yes, but when you are trying to be a Japanese family that does not stand out in a predominantly white town in
Mm,
Eastern Oregon in the 50s, maybe this isn't the way that you want it done.
maybe don't be known as the critter Hashitanis.
Yep.
Or maybe in a weird way that might have raised their cash with the
The people that already thought my grandmother was a gangster? Yeah. Maybe.
yeah. There's probably rumors like she trained raccoons, right? Got her eyes out.
Yep. I don't.
It's like your family's like a wholesome version of Tiger King.
But yeah, like bugs don't bother me. Like the Jerusalem cricket, yeah, it's fine.
They're just weird.
A little ugly. Like the camel spider weirds me out a little more with how it looks.
mm.
But the more I read about it, it's like it doesn't fucking care either.
No, I remember there was a lot of controversy when U.S. troops were first in Iraq in the modern era. People thought that they were being aggressive and actually chasing people to
Mhm.
attack you, but it had something to do with like really they were like trying to get away from something else or
They're trying to get in your shade.
yes, yeah, I forget why, but yeah,
Because it's fucking hot. Yeah.
I don't think it was just that because I mean they're indigenous to that area,
Yeah.
so it should be normal for them.
To a degree, but the planet's been getting hotter.
Mm.
We keep trying to find new places to hide in the heat.
Well, that's our own damn dumbass fault.
This got really
Susanville just had honey bucket snakes.
honey bucket snakes.
you know the campgrounds that just have the pit toilets.
Yeah.
Usually they're federal ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Do they like it in there? Do they end up in there?
And it ended up in there.
Okay.
And this was actually a dude, and he felt it like poking his butt. It didn't bite him, but it gets better.
Okay.
He freaked out and thought the best thing to do is not run, like immediately, just open the door and run. He thought the smartest thing to do was to whip out his matchbook and kill it with fire.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
Why?
Oh yes. And it's exactly what you think happened.
Dear Internet, methane is a flammable gas.
But it's a fast one. So
Yeah.
he only had some second degree burns. He was bald for a long time. You know those damage to the honey bucket, not whatever they are, the pit toilets.
Sure.
He burned, I mean, not even like a quarter of an acre, like he was put out because there were other campers there. Everyone would just put the fire out really quick.
He didn't get the steak, did he?
I don't know what happened to the snake. I hope the snake got away. He did get fined like $5,000.
Good. He should have.
With a bump butt and a burnt face. Look, my hometown is not known for its smartest people, even since the beginning.
Lit match.
There's an area of Mount Lassen which you can't go to anymore because Mount Lassen is going to erupt in the next 50 years, very likely. It's very bad.
Mhm.
Like it gets blowing. Something like that. When I grew up there, you used to be able to go all the way into like the Cinder Cone area or close to it. Well, there's like bubbling mud, boiling mud springs there. That area of Mount Lassen is called Bumpus as Hell. It's called that because first off, there was a settler named Bumpus, and when he was exploring Mount Lassen with some other white people, and they had like, I believe it would have been Paiute helping him out. He's like, "What's that?" Basically, and they're like, "Oh, don't touch that. That is bad." And it wasn't like bad, right? And it was like, "No, that's boiling mud from the volcano because of, they knew because it's a volcano." And he was like, basically, he was like, "Mud doesn't boil." So he jumped in. He did survive. With decidedly less functional legs after that.
Yeah.
So the place was renamed Bumpus as Hell. It's a town of geniuses, man. The land of never sweats.
That is also one, again, reminds me that how similar in some ways our upbringings were, because Ontario is also on a volcano.
Yeah. Well, with that,
Mount Butte.
is that you?
No.
I thought you were texting me like, "Can we stop talking about lighting books on fire?"
All right.
I'm over it.
I'm Pina Rita.
I'm Kim Tani. We'll see you next week.
Don't throw matches in the honey bucket.
Yeah, if that's your takeaway.